We all know that Ketlen Vieira had to pull out of the Tonya Evinger fight on September 22nd, due to knee injury or whatever injury that led to surgery. Now, I would say, hey, that Maria needs to step up and take that spot, but apparently nobody stepped up for that fight. They just have to pull Tonya Evinger from the card, but they rebooked her. Tonya Evinger just hit the damn jackpot. Not in terms of money, but in terms of eyeballs. So she just got booked with Aspen Ladd. Tonya Evinger versus Aspen Ladd on UFC 229. The Conor versus Khabib card. That is one hell of a card to be on. And I remember when Aspen Ladd was first. Okay, before I get started, I got to give a huge shout out to George Page in the comment section. On my video, he commented. He said, I really thought it was going to be Aspen Ladd or GDR. And I commented back because I was cocky as hell, and I said, no way it's going to be Aspen Ladd. That girl had one fight in the UFC, and it was mediocre, and that was an early stoppage. I didn't say all that, but I meant all of that. I damn sure meant it. But George Page was on the money. Shout out, brother, man. You hit it right on the head. I think you've probably been wanting to see Aspen Ladd get a few more fights in, and now she's got a big one. She's got a big one, but, I already thought that they were going to put Aspen Ladd on a Conor card, because is that music Irish music that she walks out to? Is that what that is? I don't know. I can't tell if it's Irish music or if it's Scandinavian music, but she does look Irish. Well, I can't even say she looks Irish. I don't know what she looks like. To be honest, she looks like Rory McDonald. She looks like a serial killer. She looks like MMA saved her from strangling a motherfucker to death out in the streets. And I say that in jest. I'm just saying she gives me that American Psycho look, she just, I don't know. The girl, she's Roy McDonald. Anyways, good fight. This is a great fight. You're talking about two ground fighters. The best time you want to see a ground fighter is when they're going against another ground fighter, because you might actually see some strategic movement. You might be able to actually see a fight. Because sometimes they're like, this is a chess match. That's code word for a boring fight. They'll say, oh, this is a chess match. This is on the ground. This is a ground chess match. And that just means that's AKA code word for a boring fight. Just like when they say cerebral, oh, this is a cerebral fight. And that's another code word for a boring fight. So I think this would be pretty good, because Aspen Ladd prides herself on being a finisher. She really prides herself on being a finisher, and Tonya Evinger prides herself on not losing to people like Aspen Ladd, to be honest. She knew she had to take that L to Chris Cyborg, but Tonya Evinger was pissed as hell when she lost to Yana. When she initially lost, pissed as hell. That girl didn't beat me. The hell are you talking about? Tonya don't like losing. Even after, we're going to take it all the way back. She lost to, oh gosh, and now I can't remember. But in Strikeforce, she lost a big fight. The girl who's now in Hollywood, and oh my gosh, I cannot remember this girl's name. Oh gosh, and I can't really get on the laptop right now. But what I'll say is she lost one of her, it was her debut fight. She lost that fight, and her face, you could just see her face was just so distraught. Tonya Evinger don't like losing fights. I think we're in for a good one. This is a great matchup, and lucky. They didn't want to put Tonya Evinger ass on a Conor card. That for sure. The only reason why they're probably putting her on there is for Aspen Ladd. They want Aspen Ladd. I believe that song is Irish. I believe that she's repping some sort of Irish roots or something like that. They want to put her on a Conor card and push her. She's going to be a tough one to push. I'll tell you that right now. She's going to be tough to push. But, Dana turned Ronda Rousey into what Ronda Rousey is now. And still to this day, I'm like trying to figure that one out. But great fight. Great fight. Great matchup. I think Tonya Evinger has the edge. Just all off rip, I think Evinger has the edge. But, Aspen Ladd is an aggressive, young, low ground fighter. And she does have hands. She's got them hands that she squared up with, she was boxing Sijara Eubanks up with them hands. Kicking her in the head. Aspen Ladd, I believe, is 7-0. I believe that she's 7-0, and obviously, she started as a strawweight, and now she's a bantamweight. And I think the only thing that's going to beat her, or that's going to give her any trouble, is going to be the scale. It is going to be the scale. I'm sorry, she did not start off as strawweight. She started off at flyweight. I'm sorry, it was not strawweight. Flyweight is what I meant to say. But it's going to be the scale. It really is going to be the scale. She's not the type of fighter that. She's so young, you would think that she would have been able to make the lower weight, 125, for a little bit longer. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why Aspen Ladd at 23, or however old she is right now. Maybe she's hitting a growth spurt where, since she works out so much and she's always training, she's probably always hungry because she's always burning calories. But I really do think that weight management is probably going to be an issue for Aspen Ladd, and that'll be it. Because she does come off as like the depending on what type of trajectory she has in the octagon, this to me, from Lena Landsberg to, she was supposed to fight Leslie Smith. She couldn't make weight for that, or she was medically pulled for that one. So basically she could not make weight, didn't make weight. And now to Tonya Evinger, that's a leap. In my opinion, that's a hell of a leap. But if she can get past Tonya Evinger, I think she might have the type of she might be the type of fighter like Tatiana Suarez. And I'm not putting nobody up there with Tatiana Suarez. Tatiana Suarez is a future champion. I don't know about Aspen Ladd. The verdict is still, we're still deliberating right now. The verdict's not out on her yet. I am still deliberating, but I am so pumped about this matchup. I'm glad that Tonya Evinger was able to get a fight. I kind of thought that they were going to screw her a little bit, but it looks like she just hit the jackpot. Look at how many people are going to be watching this fight, that are going to be able to see this fight. She just has exposure right now. All she has to do is just sell it. Make people want to watch it. Because we know Aspen Ladd isn't going to do it. That girl is like, she's Rory. Just like I said, she is Rory McDonald. So do not expect any bells, whistles, glitz, glamour, fireworks, none of that from her. She's going to wait until she gets in the octagon when it's too late. And then she will show out in there, though. I'll tell you that right now. She will show out. But I just hope a lot of people watch this one. This is a pretty big fight to me. Really, really big fight. And we get to see it on UFC 229. So I'm happy. I'm not happy for Ketlin Vieira, but I feel like, Tonya Evinger she's healthy now, or apparently she's healthy now. She's healthy now. Let her get in there and square up with somebody. She's been wanting to be in the UFC in a legit fight for a long time. And this is as good as it gets. You get to fight an up-and-coming contender, a soon-to-be contender, an undefeated young fighter. That's about as real as it gets. Anyways, that's my thoughts on Evinger versus Aspen Ladd, UFC 229, Conor versus Khabib card. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys.